What is up, YouTube? So we're back at it again with another video, and today we're talking about the little things. And what do I mean by the little things? Well, I told you guys in the last video, this truck pretty much to the part where I've got to knock out the details, the fine details, the little things. And today we're going to be doing some of that. So if you come back here, this truck comes from the factory with a part brake, and I removed it whenever I done the axles. And it used to be right here is the bracket, right here. It went all right here, and the two cables would go down and connect to the axle and the brake. So I removed the cables, removed the part brake from this truck because it is solely a show truck. So this bracket right here, I think needs to go. It serves no purpose. You see? Now, if we come back, I'm thinking from a judge's perspective, I see that bracket hanging down. It just doesn't look good. It's out of place. There's no purpose for it. And on the other side of this truck had the exhaust going out the side of the truck. I'll show you guys so you can get a visual. At the back. And I ended up removing that piece of exhaust. When I did, so the exhaust came out right here. And I ended up taking that section off and axle dumping it. So I removed this whole piece. It was blocking the view of the pull's hitch from the side. It's got a big exhaust tip right there. So I removed that section of exhaust. Well, there was you can't see it, but behind this TSO frame plate, there's some holes from the factory, and there was a exhaust hanger right here. This exhaust hanger was still hanging down, and it looked gaudy. So I took this TSO frame plate off. I removed that bracket and the exhaust hanger, put it all back on, put the bolts back in, and made it look nice and clean and neat. Now all that's gone. So you get a better view of all the powder coat going on back here. You see the shiny exhaust tip. Eventually that's going to be a shiny exhaust all the way up through there. So that's what I mean when I'm talking about doing the little things. So today I'm going to move that bracket. Yes, it's just a couple bolts, but I wanted to touch on this topic with you guys that it's not always let me go put some parts on my truck. You know, granted, not everybody's going to remove their part brake because this truck is just a show truck and a weekend rider. But what I'm saying is there's little things you can always be doing to your truck to improve it aesthetically, and it's not always you got to go buy something. So I'm going to take these couple bolts out here real quick, remove this frame, this little plate right here. That'll clean this whole section up whenever you're looking at it from afar, and overall give us a better look. So that's what I'm going to do now, and I'll get back with you guys real quick here just whenever I get this bracket taken off, and I'll show you the before and after of what I mean. All right, now that we got that done, so as you can see, that bracket is gone, and it gives it such better of a cleaner look and opens up that polished drive shaft even more. So now somebody, possibly a judge or just somebody coming by looking at the truck, might have a chance of seeing that drive shaft even more. So that's what I'm talking about by the little things. That's cost effective. Obviously this truck doesn't have a part brake. Now I'm not telling you guys to go out here and cut your part brake off. Zach told me to cut the part brake off. No, it's not what I'm doing. If you have a truck like this, or you're going to be building a truck like this, keep those ideas in the back of your head. So that's stuff that you can do in the future if you're going to get to this point. And the flip side of that, the point of this video is you don't have to always spend money to make your things look cleaner and perform better in shows. Just give it an overall better look. So there's actually two more things on this truck we're getting ready to do right now that is cost effective. And again, if you have a show truck, then you can do this. So with that being said, let's go around to the other side and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now, I wonder if any of you guys noticed this, but right here, see those studs hanging down? I had those nuts run up. I went ahead and loosened them. They were all the way up tight, but the stud still hangs down. Now, if you're looking from this angle, the judge sees those studs hanging down. It just doesn't look clean. It looks bad. So, you loosen these nuts up to like this. Get you a sledgehammer. You're going to hit these at an angle on both sides, and I'll show you what I mean. I went ahead and done the other side so I could compare and show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. So if you're wondering what went with those studs, let me grab one real quick for you guys. Now, if you're wondering what went there, it was this. What is that, Zach? Well, those of you guys don't know, that's your bump stop. Now, there was a plate sitting on top of it, and it bolted right here. The plate did. I pulled the plate out. I just pulled this off the plate because, I don't know, I guess I was bored. But that essentially was right there. Now that looks like crap, especially if you're going to have a show truck. If you guys are using your trucks all the time, leave it on there. But me, this is a show truck. So I deleted it. Now you notice there's no studs. Yes, sir. Much cleaner look, correct? Well, here's the stud. This is how it's inside. See how I run the nut down? If I can hold it for you guys to see it. And you hit it. And I told you to hit it at an angle. Well, why did you tell me to hit it at an angle, Zach? Let me show you. Oh, sorry for being shaky. Now, there's where they went. You see the slots? There. You gotta hit them at an angle and knocks them out. It takes a good 30 seconds to a minute to do both of them if you hit them just right. So now, tell me, does that not give that truck a better look? It's cleaner. You don't have two random studs hanging down. You see what I'm talking about? Take some time, pay attention. When I go to shows, I don't just look at trucks at all the big things they're doing. I look at the small things, how they done stuff. If they was to delete the brackets, what they done with their part brake, how they got rid of their bump stops, stuff like that's what I'm looking for. So like I said, I don't care to show what I'm doing. A lot of other people, for some reason, don't want to tell nobody. I think it's stupid. I'm going to share my version, my adventure. So yeah, that's what I mean by the little things. I'm going to go knock out these other two studs real quick, but that's the end of this episode. I got some more stuff coming up. I've got to straighten the steering wheel on the truck. The alignment's good, the steering wheel's crooked. It's a really simple process. We'll do that next. Thanks for watching.